any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. The Buckeyes will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will have the opening possession of the game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape. Fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Golden Gophers head quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Buys a little time. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Hauls it in, looking for space. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
Hand off from the gun. Nice move there. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D-linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game breaker.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The quick out. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Quickly out to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. Catch in the middle, it's Stark. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Sends it back in motion. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. He wants to throw it again. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. The Golden Gophers in the hurry-up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And he put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pass the sticks and still on his feet.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off on the ground, a 67-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Oh, they're after him. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive line when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Wideout trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Trying to punch it in. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter. Just don't worry about it. There's time. But
worry.
This is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Wants to throw on first down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Got his man. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Right back to the well. Spins away from the defense. He's up to 107 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. It'll be a draw. And some room to work. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse for this offense. 2 for 2 on this drive, and trying to do it again and score a touchdown. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Got a man. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Picks up the first down. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. The Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. give from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They're setting up the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Now on the return. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 11 over Oklahoma. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Pulls it in. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
They'll go to the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. The Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. That's caught. It's Reinbold. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted for the 11th time. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the 1st down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd. Going for it all. Touchdown Buckeyes! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll try it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll immediately call timeout. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Punt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Going right to work up top. Got it in the middle. It's Duarte. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge 1st down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Stark. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Field goal is good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football...
Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, he's getting ahead. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we can go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. There he goes. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. To the air on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Golden Gophers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Quick release by the QB. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. He'll do it himself. Got room to work. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Golden Gophers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing yardage, it's second and 12. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on third and long. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. The give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. It's a draw. Sweet cut there. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Now this offense is back on the field. Touch pass on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's second and long. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Nestles it in at the 35. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Oh, he's got a chance. Big run from deep in his own end, and he's out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Now on first down from the 28. The give to the tailback. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The play-action fake. Fires on the move. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that.
Turning it on! He's at the tip, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ohio State! This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The give out of the gun. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. The Golden Gophers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. From the gun. Give on the inside.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Slithers into space.
Returner is tackled down at the 30.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Jukes his way for more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Stark. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He's got the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Flips it out in the flat. Breaks into the open. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Buckeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got enough space. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Tennessee is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. It feels like they've been singing Rocky Top all day. They're up by 22 over Oklahoma.
To the ground with the back.
Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Running back searching for a hole. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the 1st down and more. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.